for like a year and like 4 months. And my first one was my grandma. Well, my grandma died because she had a quick leukemia. Then my second one was for my step-grandpa, and he had cancer too, but he died of cancer too. Then my third one, okay, sorry, I had to count. I prayed for then I went and prayed for, I'm going to brain fart.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay, so like it was my first was my grandma, then it was my step-grandpa, and then January came around. Right, January?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I have a best friend. Okay, so January came around and my grandpa went in the hospital. And we got stuck there because there's a snowstorm because we live in Ohio. And I prayed for healing over and over and over again. He came home, but he died 2 days later. And then the next month, my aunt died February, and she had cancer too, but she died. And then the next month, my uncle died, and I prayed for her too. And then the next month, I see my uncle.
Yeah.
And then another uncle died. And then another uncle died. And I prayed for healing for all of them. So when I came here, I was like thinking, how do these people not be affected by it? Like, I don't want to be affected by it. But you told me you guys still be affected by it. So there wasn't something wrong with me. I kept thinking, well, maybe it was my faith. Because God's perfect. He'll come every time we call. So maybe I did something wrong. But, and I was okay with that. I really was. Because that means I have to get a better faith and a bigger faith. But then, yesterday, Robbie was preaching. And you're preaching and like I was like, dang, this dude is like breaking my mind. And I was like, and I totally understand him, this is hilarious. And I was like, okay. But then like you're pointing up to the balcony and you're like, depression be gone in the name of Jesus. And I was like, that's not me. Heck, and if you know me, you know it was totally me. Because I got depressed because I couldn't heal anybody. So I just wanted to know what I had to do. I came here to be rebuked and told what I did wrong. Because I don't want anybody else to die because I didn't do it right. And sorry that it's taking so long.
No, that's fine.
So then he's like, well, anybody that wants more, come down from the balcony. And I was like, oh God, I really want more. Like, just fill me up to overflowing, Lord. Like, light me on fire and devil catch me if you can. And like, so like, I came down and like, God just like, I don't really weep. I told God to weep for me. I don't really like that part. And I'm over there hyperventilating, and it was awful. But anyways, so like I was like burning, and like I just woke up today much more happier, and I had much more. So today we went out and did healing, and I was like, anybody that would ever tell me that I healed them, I would look at them and be like, you're lying, just tell me what I want to hear. And we went out to the PetSmart person place, and this lady had a total knee replacement 7 days ago. And I looked at her and I was like, can I pray for you? Can I put my hands on your knee? It looked terrible. But I was like, just let me touch it. she's like, it's down to a 5. And at first it was a 15, and I was like, ah. So it was down to a 5, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're going again. Amy, you're going to heal. All the way down to 0. So, like, we prayed again, and she's like, oh my God, what is your blessing? Like, I think I'm going to cry. I'm like, please don't cry. So she's really overjoyed. I was like, yes. Well, she goes, it's a 0. I'm like, yes.
So I came across Kortnee last night, and she was over here, and that hyperventilating, crying, hard spot as she was just considering the folks that had passed that she prayed for, and it didn't seem to work. And I told her she's my hero. The first grandma died, she didn't stop after the second, she didn't stop after the third. People close to her, she stopped after the 4th or the 5th or the 6th. And she's still going for it. And I told her, her faith is now stronger than it was ever before. And she cannot stop to keep going for it. And I am so proud of you today. I'm so proud of you today for going for it.